Meron na continue lang this but me go long talk long this morning time. Na me like share long 50 years anniversary. How can you me building this nation? How about you and me in building this nation? How about you contribute as an individual, as a young person, as a young girl, as a student now, like beginning you start school, as a father, as a mother, one contribution from you, but you can make him from building this nation from a plan. Papua New Guinea. So message from today and message from family. From strong in family, from Banise family as a strategy of national development. Family, tayo talk long family, long strong family, long building family, long Banise family. It's not just a family issue or community issue. It is a national issue, the national importance. Opening Bible, long you go long. Matthew chapter 16, line 24. Matthew 16, line 24 and 25, I'm going to talk Jesus and we make him. Read long. English Bible. Now you been one to me. Matthew 16, 24 na 25. Then Jesus said to his disciples, if anyone would come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. Suppose you said money like paying me. I must receive thing this la ting long emiat, long tingim la life long emiat, deny me emiat, carrying the cross long em na benim. Let Mark long lo this long walk about them talk long Jesus. Carrying our crosses. Now open the Bible long you go long Nehemiah chapter 3, na line 22. Nehemiah is start long book long Old Testament. Nehemiah chapter 3, the line 22. Let me like touch some simple something, but key something very important where practical. You know me, you can contribute going to long national development long country long me as we move forward in the next 50 years. So Nehemiah chapter 3, line 22. And 23. Everyone plus strategy Nehemiah using where church you can look him. Now you can adopt him, now use him long, now you may stop long him. And after him repaired the priest, the men of the plain. And after him repaired Benjamin, the worship over against their house. And after him repaired Azariah, the son of Messiah, the son of Ananiah, by his house. Line 24. And after him repaired Benua, the son of Anadad, another piece from the house of Azariah unto the turning of the wall, even unto the corner section belonging. Peliel, the son of Uzziah, over the section belonging against the turning of the wall, and the tower which lied out from the king's high house, that was by the court of the prison. After him, Pedaiah, the son of Paros. Moreover, Nethinims dwelt in Opel unto the place over against Watergate towards the east, and the tower that lied out, line 27, and after them, Tochias repaired another piece over against the great tower that lied out, even unto the wall of Ophel, The line 28. From above the horse gate repaired the priest, everyone over against his house. Hemlock King James. What does the NIV says? Each in front of his own house. Nehemiah chapter 3 verse 28. One man he walk long, one area in front of house long. Big plan national project only make it. National project belong banishing this all boundary belong Israel want them this brick, because without this fence or banish or wall and stop, only exposed to danger. As a community, as a nation, the nation of Israel was under threat without walls, without gates, without any protection, and be exposed. Now this story may come after long as Ezra. Well, they built a temple. Temple was already built. Temple let me stop. He got all courts let me stop. But all I had to worship good. All I had to sleep good, sit down good, because threat was there every night and every day. He got no other problem. He got stillman, only run. He got all invaders from outside country, Moabites, Assyrians. Only some come na raid him. Some good plus something only got. Kage blow ready him. Bulmaka ready. All come not similar like. And these people were powerless. As a nation, they cannot progress. As a nation, they were plundered. Only stop on any surveillance. Only stop on any bombardment. Not threat. All money come now. Only reaping resources from only go. Only Rausimu got a good plus something on ground. Rausimu got a good plus 7 man long. Rausimu got a good plus kege only got long him. Property only like crime to make him long him. One good plus something stop long him. Biru akan na Rausimu go. Sounds like Papua New Guinea. We got plenty of gold, na silver, na resources, na riches, and pull up long. Grand long, we got fish long, solvara timber. We got plenty of something stuff, but we are not seeing anything. We plan on looking when if something disclose something only promise him long him. Kai ba come up long him. We plan on looking. We have heard about the preaching. We may have him on MOU or sign him, make him Muslim, but Papa Grand na landowners only still wearing tongues now around inside long ground mud. Sleep long house kuna yet start. One kind of story on this plan. Now they have set up the temple. Now only put in Bible on this land. Now the scriptures there, but they cannot read publicly and gather in public places now. Worshiping God as a nation because threat and stuff. Because an enemy looks away. When they unite under God as one people, we cannot stop them. Now but prosper. Also now, as long as the walls are broken down, prosperity belongs on this land. People of Israel is not guaranteed. Even though the king may give him verdict, na decree long Ezra, na Nehemiah, long Babylon, and to give long na rebuilding temple, na rebuilding wall, and give him some resources or something. But situation on the ground was different. Na planetary people looking situation of PNG, one kind of sense. Bible let me talk. History repeating memory. There is nothing new under the sun. Na people pray. Na people seeking God. Na people are in prophecy. He go come long. PNG, what kind of nation we are? Now the promise, na potential, let me stop inside long. This ground, inside long, beginning it long, tomorrow long. But yet, people are feeling this struggle. People are feeling we are going up against the current. We are climbing up against the mountain. You know that one way and clear and straight. Where people are PNG as a nation, we can run. Some of you like start to business. Some of you like stop inside long. City accessible services, you have to fight for it. You have to struggle for it. There is nothing on a golden plate. Also, in other countries, United States of America, Australia, Europe, or developed countries where you make something and government and put them incentives now something that you can just fly. But unlike PNG, you make something, you have to struggle. You have to knock until you kick down that door. You have to pay 3 or 4 different officers. Go knock na people but delay na make him go na all but talk no God even though you score him good plan mark na. Everything is against us and you feel also in this nation. But who can change this nation? White man banana come senism. Africa man banana come senism. China banana come senism. All bakam kissing taso. The people who will change this nation are Papua New Guineans. Because of something from the blood. We were born in this land. We grew up in this land. This land and we raised in the blood. And we will die in this land. And we will be buried here. Na beginning from the blood, but live na stop with this blood. Some line go stop lo Australia or America or New Zealand or die. Bunblol bakame lo this man. This land is our mother. And we carry mipla, na mipla ba go back lo this la ground. Spirit lo mipla go long but this la ground, God me predestined mipla, na me put in mipla or some custodians. Na no ba dom man ba pili pen lo Papua New Guinea or some Papua New Guineans. Papua New Guinea ba mipla pili pen lo mipla yet, na mipla ba solving problem lo mipla yet. You sick na you stop, you got to have your pen stop. You yet ba pili. But man ba kam na to ayo sorry please. Ayo ani ba don na pili. Men you yet ba pili. Na you ba struggle, na you ba fight, na you ba tremble. Alright me, domla brother lo mi I blame him. I've said pass, na I've said them. Make him go na la pass, na make him to stop. No gonna like give up them. University, Sumatini. You stop the university na trying to make him business, make him go na something incident come up. Na must have a place. Now when he was in the university, ogada man sa limanin na. Because you saw him, he played investor, he back a work, and he blacks him back. And everyone was looking up to him, but time incident come up, them was still a place. One man make him go over and give up them. You know what use more. This Larry will stop, nine pass, nine stop, will up on the die, a young plow. Nobody want him, and I miss ring him from time to time. And I talk, no one lines ring him, and you also ring him. Now you should ask him, no doctor, some way, or this kind, some kind help him. Na all family to plant your people work line na all man of business na all staff was but over the line give up on me. I'm going through because this is a life blue and a life blonde. That's why I got light blonde, I got pen blonde, I got heavy blonde. All man of concern long maybe first time of a concern 9 pennies. After that, all I'm looking, but do you see yourself as your life is valuable enough to save me now? So as you look at yourself, your life is valuable. Now you make him save him, now you fight. And by you make him not the line back, I'm not be able to fight, but it's a life play. Right now over the line, writing you off. All to yourself, there is no future in this guy. You know what something by me blacks him the benefit. You know what use him become the community to fly what them pass and stuff. So no one believes in you. No one bail out across no one. This is reality. This is life. But me ask him and me talk. The important question is, do you believe in the value of your own life? So as you believe, okay, you fight now. But not no man become not a fight for you. PNG no man becomes threatened. World Bank or when something, United Nations, all become all but stop that. But if Papua New Guineans can rise up and fight for their country, for their future, for their children, then people are looking at this country and care. People are looking at prophecy only come to pass. Now inside long this people are reading long Nehemiah chapter 3. You got two man or rulers or princes or kings. Tobias one time Sanballat. Time Ezra and Nehemiah. That's what the Bible says. So some people tell you all pine rubbish snack. King of Babylon stop. That's what Tobias and Sanballat told Nehemiah and Ezra. You look at people long. Palace blocking stop here. Mipla only place stop here. Mipla look at the man marriage stop here. Mipla straight them on now you la camera you la walking this like a decision. Straight them on this la place. They were against these two people. Tubla man God and give him this vision. Now this bell long gonna rebuild the walls of Jerusalem because the people of God was taken for granted. Well, hallelujah, na praise the Lord na. All these innocent stuff here. Toba na Sanballat wag profit la life long this la line. Or remember natin to. Ibla loto na ibla stop sem. O the resources long go out. Over the strong man of God, 7 man of God, the best of the land was taken out. They remain in poverty. They remain under control. Now, they cannot worship God. That was the situation in Nehemiah. Now, God may give him vision. Long Nehemiah, strategy, Nehemiah, use him, long him, you may look him. You may read long verse 23, Nehemiah chapter 3, coming on the 20th, them to one him. House to this man, front long him, and walk him. House to Nehemiah, look at myself. You may go to boom, now you may walk in this plan. Temple of this plan, stop. All become the opposite side. You may go boom, now walk in myself. So, what do we do? We said, man, you start the one in wall and start front, you in a brook here. You and the family believe that takes us the building this slab, that's all. Not the man of this slab, building this slab, that's all. No can be still a whole wall. You building this slab, that's all, wall being complete. Okay, then you're going to help you not my man long. Kona long. Suppose wall block, front block, house block, you brook slab it. No can listen this slab. Now go try to build them gate or tower or not big project start long in. Focus on what is in front of you. National strategy. From strong in country, from moving country, from fortifying city, national development. Strategy, from Nehemiah, focus on what is in front of you. Focus on what you have control over. Sometimes I'm a politician, that's all. But sometimes to me, I will feel if I can have some kind of position and power, I can make some decisions. I'm over the politician was like that. All the politicians all got the same thing they was in the country. And when they went in there, something and just magically twist inside long up. They were caught in the middle of that. Some man on fit man on the meek and broken so warawagi. But tani you inside lab so pulling you go down. You know, so normal warab lilo. Panalo ko bigari ni so go lang. And not like something. Solora to islands man, you know I think was a you fit na. You logo join him on Nambis man as you go inside the warala. Solora current look him now, you run them, you know something. Plant the line solar action because how the current comes sometimes and comes sometimes to spin. Come current you swim. Current and current you go. The nation of PNG kind of same one man me batting him. How can I fix PNG? I'm thinking no me blog that because me blog papa nigga me blog at pen, me blog pili pen lo this my country. How the country is running me. And I think the place still has something where plenty of thing we can do to change our nation is criticize it and talk about it. Now down in my leader Blomibla, and me so make some time too. Because the more we shout, the more we criticize, the more we blame, the more we condemn, I think nation percentage. And our voice is powerful, but suppose not in the right hand and not constructive, and we can cause it more harm than good. But if we focus, come back long strategy long, Nehemiah, how about me play role? Also one plan, Papua New Guinea contribute long nationally. You don't have to be a politician to change this nation. Some are doctors, some are lawyers, some are engineer, some are police, some are nurse, doctor, driver, some are you start one if you some are you mean all young people, mama belong house, people, papa, stuff. Wherever you are responsible for the world that is in front of you. No nation. Papua New Guinea is start lo front lo house to you. I'm not silly picture lo wagon is start. Maybe the gate. From stopping side mga wala lobbying gate, passing gate, and maybe wagon or lobbying gate or passing gate because gate and place where access of non-marriage to go come inside our deals are made. Maybe I'm wagon, but the walls that are broken down, it's not broken down only in Waigani. Because you make at every long anger stuff, you make at every long civic stuff, you make at every long buka stuff, you make at the simple tari, daru kerema alata over the app and every stuff that shows that PNG walls are broken everywhere. We are being invaded by all kinds of forces, evil forces, ideas, or behavior patterns. Blom man yemi no woga about the man, some woga about the cougar, some about the snake. Kind pattern on man woga about this la place ground. Na community yemi stop lawlessness na disorder. And it's happening in our houses. And we are letting it happen. You mean letting it happen because why? We are responsible. Planet people are blaming police. But police, I must, not even 100,000, not even 50,000, I think. Limited number that's all. But population of man and plenty, people are I think 10 to 15 million. And we are responsible. This is blame, the responsibility when people put him on government, na people put him on police, na people put him on law and order, some army, on our line, magistrate, councillors on this line. I think we have to take some responsibility and some accountability. No, me play. Now me play. Look at say me play pointing one finger here. Where does the four fingers point to? What am I doing as a Papua New Guinean? What am I doing as a Christian Papua New Guinean? As a young, vibrant Christian Papua New Guinean? What power me got long him? The only power, the power you got long him is the power that you have, the control you have of yourself. The moment you go now, you make one illegal activity, you are giving your power away. The moment you are under the influence of something, I mean, disturbing normal thinking, make you something new, you're supposed to make them, you have given your power away. The moment you engage in a relationship where healthy, suppose long, stop long and you serve any wrong, then bring him kind and come long and you have given your power away. If Papua New Guineans, more and more people can come up with some of this man long, Nehemiah. You watch long house with you yet. As a young person, as a family man, Mama, Papa, you may stop long him. For once, you may post on this 50th anniversary. On this date, 14. Forget about the political corruption, bureaucracy, office, government, or kind and all. Something newspaper you may talk long. You may not look live, you may but you may think also. Forget about that because you may not look him. We are not in control. We are not eyewitness. You may not stop long him, so let him stop long. He got lost in the people and the things in there to take care of that thing. When something may stop beyond the reach long you know me, let him stop also. When something may stop within our reach, that is what Nehemiah told them. Whatever is in front of your house door, you looking. Whatever broke down long friendly long and if you can fix it, you fix him this plan. And if not man fixing this plan, if not man fixing this plan, not fixing this plan, before you know it, when you finish your you turn and look at not man finishing now, the wall's already built. So as you walking stop, not man you looking and walking good now. Sky, me talking local person, you listen to you stop, you go try to correct him now, coach him last is something stop. I was pleased or man by him stop. Na biro stop na yung mas na mi ko na mi talk me motion na mas make motion na mi talk me motion na you got me house and background stop. The enemy has invaded our children, our kids, our wives, our relatives, our houses, our finances. Boundary blow me plan. Na mi plan to when is something come up? Because me plan to focus. Look what is in front of us. Now give you time long addressing the building this and we are too focused on all the noises long ama na chisel na drill na tribe la crane long opposite side, and we forget that we have a responsibility in front of our lives. Also line or family line strong in the Banisi family and a part long national development long Papua New Guinea. Now church be making big block work, block Papua New Guinea. No job is too small in nation building. You look at more Neil stop on this flap here. Big plus group are not to say, oh Neil you this land, you lily, you down him, you know that power na strong. You screw you all in stuff. Me losing no go get a kapan na wall now something and lose. Every one of us, whether you kneel or you screw or you buy a cement, or want something in some of this like big blouse, we are significant and very important. Now our stand and our action, very, very important. Where we stand. Whether by me plan, cause come up weakness, block country in a society, in a family, or me plan come up strong, na banish, block country in a family, in a society. Now you may read in the first reading, Matthew chapter 16, verse 24 to 25. Jesus have to carry your own, what is something? Cross. Carry cross for you. Carry your own cross. I mean one name. Cross may be symbol belong. Death sentence. I symbol before Christ it was a death sentence. It was a punishment. It was an embarrassment. It was something to avoid. And picks up the cross. Plenty man less the cross because the cross carries also maybe a negative picture, but then we carry plenty responsibility to Thomas. Plenty heavy Thomas. Block this cross. Plenty time on man things. I don't want to take care of the little things. Mila play one big role. Only like something that you must make a strategy now. Make myself, me and mommy take care of big things. The me wear a cowboy cap. Me buy him set. Me wear him Jimmy put him. Aaron Williams, the me was another community. The me was talk now. All people something by me make him. Living something house number there. Have something people married now like house number. No can bother me want to more. This like little people something. And they think the big thing will change the nation. That is like only people something. The enemy and gave them to come in this land here. When we ignore what is in front of us, the walls that we are supposed to build in our house. Relationship when we place man and marry husbands and wives. The people who say sometimes marry and come in the cross. You talk na para na make myself go because plantain marry talk man fight. You make myself na you can make pen you come and do a cross and Mila avoiding you. Mila work business na Mila work go block man na Mila work minister na Mila make this na Mila focus on play you pull me go back to start. Na Mila ignore na Mila logo mo sa dewa blast nardo something Mila lens lo karin sa dewa cross. Planti line on ka pigni ni on less lo deal want pigni nito. Me too now young papa na Mila go pigni nito the present less lo to start. Meeting was me ba preach lo tribe lo crusade na me writing book number na me speak lo radio number na this like something a true walk begin number te walk blon merena walk blon this like line na this la something but true walk ya walk blon lo ada begin ya training begin ya teaching begin ya because these people carry the nation of PNG in the future. Or PNG, what they become. All become criminal, all become leader. All become godly individuals, young men, women, but they will be confused. You be sure to say your country son, a beginning foul. That was what happened to the shooter of Charlie Kirk. Papa Blangham took very conservative Americans, evangelicals, Christians. Beginning grow up, good, come. Straight A's, them scoring 4.0. Now go to university, but he chose a liberal university. University will entertain him kind godless ideas. Also supposed to put them on a conservative university where will teach him on Christian values, human values, American values, traditional families. But don't put him on a liberal university where will entertain him kind idea of homosexuality now. All this like something. And he was brainwashed and indoctrinated. Now, only expecting one leftist, one liberal man with views coming from that strong family. Long shooter from Charlie Kirk. But surprisingly, look at the man shocked that it was an evangelical, conservative person that make him over something where God against the value of Papa Mama blame Sana Plongen. And they found out that I'm going to Utah, this state university, where it was a liberal university. Well, they teach him liberalism. Liberalism means You are free. Free from traditions of man and marry by married. You are not bound by that. Man can marry the man, Mary can marry the Mary. Liberalism means you are free from the tradition of religion, fundamentalism or conservatism, where you can talk about morality, right and wrong. There is no God, and anyone can make right and anyone can make wrong. You can talk right in this land and wrong in this land. You can talk black and white, now white and black. There is no God. That's what liberalism teaches. There is no God, there is no family tradition, there is no absolute truth. Right or wrong no exists. So you make it want something that feel good, now you feel that it's right, then it's right. You don't have to listen to anybody. So for the last, how many years? Only indoctrinating him, lecturers, his friends, campus only make him go, and his mind was so twisted. Did they make him this black? No, no surprise. Enemy may invade him. What him up and may come in so long and people must look something. And may come through long. Beginning of people, house from people. What is causing tension, conflict? Now this is broken walls in so long house from people. You may sit down, now you may look, now you may identify. Kissing time long pray. Now you may sit down as a family. Now you may come in so long talk to God. In so long house from people. Build him out again, now you may start to look him. What is causing our walls to be broken? Or one him up, wall and be broke, now start long him. As a young person, life from you. One him up, wall and broke. Wall blow, eye blow you, think blow you, hand blow you, leg blow you, emotions blow you, I'm strong or I'm broke. As married people, wall blow, married blow you broke, or wall blow you as a man broke, or wall blow picking and broke, or through long social media, or technology, or TV, or some religious blue stuff house. One area will go down, the enemy will come down and destroy your stuff. This is the thing that is killing Papua New Guinea. Now we are responsible for what is in front of us. Me na Rex, na me blogger that sit down here, you mean na go on that decisions of the parliament. There are people that are placed there to do certain tasks there. And where are we placed? Me no got the role to play Papua New Guinea to me stop us now, me stop long him. My own life, plenty of generation now to say my life, my choices. They don't want to carry responsibility or stop long. I mean challenge them young. Whatever you do, consequences. You talk my life, marry you. When you are free, you can make it. You are free from your actions, but you are not free from the consequences of your action. You talk my life, my choice. You make it. You end up house. You go kalapus. They didn't mommy by you out. You are free from doing an action, but you are not free from the consequences of that action. The consequences are tied to our action. Also, Jesus have to carry your own cross. Why am I cross, baby? Me look at personally life blow me. Cross blow me. Mary blow me. The beginning blow me. This is what's in front of me. What I can carry for now. Sometimes some the government index me. Shh. You want him na. You go ministry na. You go sem na. You go come up with like a level of ministry na. You stop sem. Now beginning number there. You want him na this like. When I stop going, I'm meeting people. I'm meeting no. This is my first responsibility. This is my first congregation. This is what is in front of me. If I fail at this, there is no guarantee for me succeed. Big black. Public victory without private victory is fake victory. You know that people got public victory as leaders, as pastors, as all that people stand up in front, people talk, people perform him role, people community, people want him school, people stop long him, work, people stop long him, office, people stop long him. In order that people are performing successfully to the best of our ability in the same country, people. First, people must get private victory in the house, people. When no God man look long him. Prayer must start, altar must start, talk to God must start. Banism must secure. When it's something people are preaching in the public, I must throw inside long house, people secretly where no one is watching. I'm challenged me too. Challenge me too. Okay. Then and only then we can become an inspiration to our offices, to our classrooms, to our workplaces, to our friends, our peer groups. Now, people can talk and say, I have built my wall. Now, me maintaining this defense system, and we can go and people can talk. You can build yours also. people who build their walls, but you realize they are not in the group who criticizes. All man sabi building on wall, they are the ones who encourage. Because why? Me working so you can make it too. You make him also. All I know, some of them wall blowing it. All become not talking. Oh, the man, I will make him wall blowing. This blood. And sometimes I see myself and I go, hey, through it. Me must pass him out. Me go back to the metra wall blowing. Me talking about wall blowing and Brookstar. One area of life na me plan. Where wall blow me plan me broke long him. Before we go na me plan coach him on man. Na me plan talk him on. I say, you must make him myself. Maybe I must look him. This is the 50th anniversary. Me encouraging him. Me challenging him. Take time to sit down and look him. If you want to contribute to the nation, your biggest contribution is in what is in front of you. Political office, some like you aspire, and you make him myself go and I'm taking 10, 20 years, some like you not come. And you neglect that the nation, the world is still exposed. Let me start on him. Carry your cross. Many want to avoid the cross and take up more bigger, glamorous pursuit. Plant the line or competition because this lab here, me less because me work stuff and no man fight the man. Money work lab, all man fight the man lab. So me also work no me, me logo lab, no man fight the man me lab. The temptation is there because me look at the beginning. Me walk and go to marry na house na family na. Me strong must stop here. No man come not to go. You are doing good. Me must now fight the man no mena. Man sing it all come stand up the front house. Me open door straight there. Man all must no mena. All I five number na. Shh. What is that you making me blameless? Nobody is talking about that. Oh the man there. All kill ping the put the red carpet the floor. Ne block cancel no politician the man stand on the front there. So Mary beginning all this la people something and me throw my lap. Me must put them over the energy time. Rest will come up leader, politician, council, make him also something. We think about those things and we neglect the very important world that is in front of us. An enemy and come. Your task does not matter. What map you start from and your work is important. What you do. Action from me is very important. Not position from me. From the brother of me to was me married now. Me married now, but me faithful. Now let me run me, I'm almost fasted. Mary can stop me but faithful. But he forgot. Faithfulness cannot, it's not like one plus something, but you can build him up in one day. You can take 10, 20 years to build just this one post called faithfulness. Ben and Kirab never, my brother, please. Meeting was about me. Mary can be faithful and ardent. And his walls is broken down. His house is on fire. His life is at risk. The most important work you can do for your country is not necessarily being a politician. Or your most valuable contribution to our nation. The opportunity may stop right before you. You don't need recognition. You just need to do what is right. So if every Papua New Guinean young man, family, people can do what is right and what is there. Only I'm broken, you straighten and you fix him. If we can build the altars, if people can teach him a beginning, people are praying. Long talk, long God. Long single thing, you make one something out of stuff. 5 o'clock finish, come house. No one on the phone or some, no one watch us. You must line the Bible verses, you must pray or some, you must serve along Lord's Prayer, you must serve along memory verse or some. When if something people believe now what conviction that we have as Papua New Guineans, as believers, beginning people must catch him, no one must carry him, and they must portray our image. Then and only then the people say, "Won't blow me up," and we can all our just proud them. We can talk. Me walk and walk blow me. Now you can walk and walk blow you to brother. Now you can walk and walk blow you to Susan. Just do the right thing. Just Be faithful. One of the biggest contributions you can make in the country, and you can be faithful to your husband or your wife. If you don't become a politician, if you don't serve a public servant, if you don't establish a committee, blah, blah, candidate, the biggest contribution you can make to this nation is to be faithful to your husband and to your wife. Is to be a teacher to your kids. Is to bring them to church. Teach them the word of God. You are the priest of your house. Just do the right thing. Jesus was a village boy who never traveled outside of his country, Israel. But his impact was global. I make him strong blouse. He lived a very strong, firm, guarded, secured life that impact NEHEMIAH and reaching the whole world. Now there is an uprising. No, people must turn back to God, turn back to conservatism, turn back to the principles and the values of righteousness, morality, honesty, human dignity. No can kill a baby, abortion must go. No can man marry a man. Now all over the world, just this week, people are telling why, because of a young 31-year-old young man who decided to stand for truth. I'm not coming up again. I'm stopped in America, but he stood for what he believed was right. He had a young wife, na two black beginning. Now he was a preacher of the gospel. Not the like of conservative activist, but the pastor of this man. A young man who preached and advocated for the truth. That family setting, man must marry, almost got plenty beginning. Now almost teach him all the ways, Lord God. Now talk through, the nation was strong. You can build him rocket, you can build him all this, the tribe something, but then your society will collapse. Society, nations are not held together by iron, na gold, na silver. They are held together by the bones of men. By men and women, principal man and marry, or stop long, or have a Karim country. You know me, so you mean strong, you mean a Karim country. You mean must strong. Young men must be strong in your principle, na values. System where you stop long him. You must strong. You can stand up, you can carry narbla man, you can carry family play you can carry leadership responsibility, you can carry country long him. One him you may serve, you may stop long him. Impact long Jesus. In a world where everyone is competing to do the thing that receives praise, accolades, views, recognition. True believing Christians and Papua New Guineans must desire na strong long make him what is right. Bible have to go send situation have come up. Na Maria be going to allegation. Scandal be broke throughout the community. All man will talk back said gossip will come. Very found them bell. All make him all send. Joseph, listen to Maria. Joseph, I'm picking it on you talk straight. I'm not there. Me don't stop it. Listen, I'm getting Mary. I'm not putting every united. But what did the Bible say? Joseph was a righteous man. And what did he do? He did the right thing. I'm talking about Miguel, listen, but because I am a right man, righteous man, I must do it the right way so that I preserve my honor and I preserve your honor. Not to shame him, not to bother him, to go, I'm making me, I'm this liar, I'm wrong here, full blame the sword. This is not a plant, the court, my parent, look at me. So the mango, man so the mango, Mary so the mango, make him say, you know me, I'm making me. Our society, PNG needs a righteous man. One day, young brother from me, I'm giving bell on the Mary and come and to go, so please, me, the middle of the middle of the snail is alive now. Mila move on, God can bless you and the nice and beautiful life. You man through you was like married and you married in the Caracam. If you cannot do that, you know, feed yourself in God. Because God have all Gilly man, you cannot serve God. Gilly man was establishing the control of kind and demons of players. Or true, or strong man also not in God. You know when come to us and will not do God like Gaman. You go to Mapli, no one is at the Mapakot, and the local street by to Milax in this Lamary. I but me no work when you know walk or you walk or when is something you come up with, you must take responsibility. PNG needs righteous men. No one is true. Look at the man got truth inside long him. It's true and true. And can talk as a me honest, no what sin. People look at the man don't mistake. But what we can do is we can be honest people. We can be transparent people. We can be people who can do the right thing. You make a mistake, no run. You run, you run, you run, also do so well. You make on the wrong son of a man at all. But they will not carry me, you carry. Then you will see a righteous man. The walls are built. And you stop in this fire of Ben one of Kukamoga or something. It stops with me and my generation. No more. Finish. Over the kind of unfaithfulness, adultery, fornication, kind of something broken, my uncle, Tumuna, and Papa, nobody stops with me today. Today, a righteous man must arise. Or a kind of German, a farfalna. What is something in another identity stops with me. See, from generation, from beginning, from me, will not inherit this garbage. This nation will be a righteous nation because a righteous man will rise up today. A young man must rise up and take the challenge. Talk it stops with the awesome. This is the spirit of Gideon here. Me and Papa said, Uncle said, country to Muna, also in this Locodia, me, but can't look at the finish now this night. Tomorrow, no block Basana. And true, tomorrow, not only a new God stood in that place, but a new nation was born. Now, 300 got strong and defeated 300,000. Strong so come to one money. And they can stop at me now. 300 man defeat him. 300,000 army. Strong come to one man. Come to one man. It stops with me. No more. Uncle Karim come. Papa Karim come. Over the big brother Karim come. Me, no God. Me broken something straight. Finish, cut off. A new nation will be born today. And upon these shoulders, the government of God, righteousness, Papa Nigini and Basana Nabagroya. Over the God Gaman Maskandam, over the Kankan hide and seek, Igris Manga, Kankan something blow purpuro. What is something blow place must die today. If I want to see, no one can do it. If not me, who? If not now, when? Me must stand up. I must rise up today and do it. And save this nation of Papua New Guinea. Me pray some something line or back carabins of this place. I get it that the me not be Jesus country I will be the change that this nation is speaking. Over a policy of Dr. Staff na, I must plan notes na paper pile na dust na. All na understanding me, I will be the embodiment. Me ba walk about going na me ba come up this written word of a new Papua New Guinea, of a new nation, of what it means to be a young man, a nation, a young leader, a husband. I will be the definition. Even if society go against me, even if over the line only no stop us me, or to backside or make him kind of something, I will be that young man. Principal Blanc, CFDC, Dr. Maxon Manier. Last time I'm coming, we blown some classes. I'm to me young brother, me got 5 plus 6 brothers. Na me go to Bible school, na me line him top logo, na me come back, na me was close to Mary. Now got the brother from me, 5 brother on the backside from me. Na Mary, Mama from me and to go say, me got him 5 man, 1 from Mary and to. And the Mama from me and 7 from me na and to go say, me got and to me play 6 man, 6 pure man, but them to go say, me got him. I'm talking about brother and to. Me got him 5 man, 1 from Mary and to. Because man comes along and wasn't close to Mary. But then talk, Mama, I'm starting, look, go 1 year, come go 3 years, come go 5 years, come go 10 years, come go 5. The brother, I look at the Mary beginning, blown over the background, skin blown, number dust, the beginning, number the up and down, make a kite. And look at me, skin blown, Mary blow me, I'm signing, the beginning blow me, number them stop good. And to was a me, I 1 man, 5 Mary. And to get time neck name to remove 5 ply. You plus sounds will come up marrying the people say pay skin blue ply and you like him same me. We need righteous men. Man who said Samuel of God. Then 11 to do. Daniel chapter 11 verse 32. Those who know their God will be strong. Now I'm to one, they will push back the gates of hell. Who are strong in their conviction also. Even they are bombarded, even there's failure is that one is something, but it's a couple billy blow, boom blow, level or something or some who they are. And who they are going is and where they are going, and where they stand. High water, trail come, heavy come, flat come, good come. Also was a member of Danuma. And meet them all can go some stand up there. And keep on go some blood on them, tears want them, kush want them, cut want them, and give go back. They are built on a solid rock. They cannot be moved. The hope of a nation lies in such a man. Tomorrow, the Papua New Guinea, hope no me play stop and tap this kind on man and Mary. But they cannot be moved by a blowing wind. Can I say wind blowing and leave him just move nothing? Because they are built on a solid, firm foundation. I'm challenged to me blow this morning time. Carry your cross. Build what is in front of you. You cannot control many things. No politics, prime minister, national something will come up long. But what can you control? This is something you got power to control him and you control it. Take charge of it. No can let him go nothing now. Open nothing on this land. Or picking phone blow you, house blow you, marry blow you, whatever you can hold and take charge of. I am in charge of this thing. Not the government, not the devil, not some internet line or stuff from America or Israel or Africa or one map or not some rugby play in Australia. I am in charge of this. I am in charge of my time. You know, Bulldogs or Cowboys or Broncos in charge of time for me. Because time for me and time for me. Me don't go to church, me go to church. You know, all controlling me now. Me go to church or other people in me. When the Buddhist final court play, you become spineless. Son. You begin in Papua New Guinea. You begin in God. You have a destiny. You are a prophetic man and woman. Stand your ground. Stand for your God. Stand for your nation. PNG next 50 years. In your building. What is in front of us? Let's take us. You look at the beginning, a Mary Blue, and a family, and a house blue, also, and you only move to the Prime Minister. Joseph, embracing flow blow. 45. And Brazil was him, look at the office flow. Egypt. David, and look at the Monish line. Ships look at very long. Suppose me look at the ships, the ships you come, the lion come. You can go and block. But David protected the sheep, the little lamb, like it was a human being. The lamb's life was more valuable than his life. I didn't blame it. And look at this, it's in the heaven movie. Bible to God saw David looking after the lamb and told, I saw the king of Israel. Oh, the political move blow and make him laugh, no move him even. Boy, I'm on him, ship, I move him even. Now, Joseph, how embracing this land? Flow blow, master blow, and 45. God look him not to King Blake, GPM, stop here. The savior of the bloodline of Abraham in this land. Look at the little something you make in the little flower pot, the little dress up, you clean the toilet, you come on, little something here. I will go there to the tribe, look, you stop here. He's looking for a man, and the Bible I'm talking, the eyes of God go to and fro, searching for a man. I'm look, stop here. I'm recognizing me, I'm looking Muslim. You Australia. Look at the black gate, look at the black mountain, look at the Solora, look at the black king. Even Joseph was in a foreign land. Over the something, this land money, I put him in this land because this is the man that will carry the nation. The nation of PNG needs not more funds, not more policies, not more international intervention, not more big stadiums and hospitals and education. And people are needing, but M is secondary. We need righteous men. Righteous men who can stand up. The man of Sanapolsen, country is safe. Over the Nagla Bridge 9, something Balusia, Bashida, and Tabla man. Man in the street. Over the this was something about crushing this country. Was in the challenge me this day. Carry your cross. Take charge of what is in front of you. Build your house properly. Not going to work in that. I'm really working at that. Skillfully. You see this land, you work here. skillfully, like fearfully, God and make him. You make him also. I am looking after my kids. I am treating my wife. I am building my house like you are designing the nation. Prayerfully, seeking wisdom, Lord God. I will look at the beginning. I will treat him man and many blong you. I will solve him conflict laws. Go na pray na fast. You wait, look at the finish na background na you ba pray na faster. Legally, every step now say you must pray na you fast. Now you seek him God na the God save my family. Save me, save my wife, save my kids. You know, can wait until white man come and take over, and blacklisting, and grey listing, and one can listing in plan. You will wait to pray, and cry, and tanim. Literally, house and brook stop here, have him ground, and pray, and give him time. God save me, give me strength, build this wall. This is true national contribution from Papua New Guinea. And I pray that we all rise to the call. Let me pay price. You got price, money must pay. Nothing comes free. Freedom is a price. Freedom now, Papua New Guinea, the independence, and it's just a promise. It's just a promise. Reality no stop yet. Some commissioner of IRC and to Papua New Guineans are forever married to fantasy and divorced from reality. We are married to fantasy, and idea, and imagination, all kind something, parliament. Reality, we are divorced from the reality of real things, development, a good standard of living. This is kind of something when people are supposed to look at social indicators. We are divorced from that. It's far away from us. Papua New Guinea must count the cost. Charlie Kagame, he paid the ultimate price of being a true American, a true Christian. Ultimate price, bullet line. Not a criminal, not killed anyone, them no committing treason. Why did they put a bullet in his head? Because he was a true American and a true Christian. He paid the ultimate price. Now, even wisdom the prayers and you look at that bullet, paying the ultimate price. But there is a price you and I can pay to see change in our family, to see change in our lives, in our houses, in our community. And there's a rippling effect that we can affect the nation. As in you look at Nehemiah chapter 12, Bible, let me talk, the whole nation of Israel gathered and they rejoiced. Now the temple was open and the scriptures was read and they did a big celebration. I am making this up because the walls have been built. Because now all is secure, now prosperity no one can take away. Now worship no one can disturb. Now family can strive in their build what is in front of you. Me encouraging, especially me and Papa. Look at things and look at them beginning and merit as well. Some of the greatest work you can do is look after the kids, train them in a godly way. Man, respect him, like him on married, married. Respect him, like him on man, I'm got Kelao, I'm got certificate on Nogato, I'm got money or some brother blue, one in Nogat. On a papa blooming to the English law, Mary Plea, you Calam Chimbalos for England and marry the Queen. God has given you the best. Treasure it, take time, take charge of it, look after it, and build it, take responsibility, carry your cross, and leave the rest to God. A message from me, plan on this 50th Independence Anniversary. God bless you, plan. You can ask him, correction, come and pray. And special time to me bless and pray, and me plan this season. Time plan this something come up, plan the heavy. Come up around the city in the street, me plan. Prayer and protection, good luck, God, this is the time of celebration. So thank you. Next to come and come to pray, me plan. This is the time.